our guys jumping around, so our duo jumping, right? It's going from platform to platform. And the next thing we're going to do is it's going to slowly start moving up. Okay. The first thing we need to figure out is how to make platforms. Uh, um,
I already made the
what's it called? A
platform.
spawn on top.
I already made the platform and everything. I just didn't
What was
know.
that? I
So
can
I
hear you.
live. I already made the platform and everything. But I need to know. So in mine, it doesn't have collected. In mine, it has lives.
Fernando.
One moment. I think something's still waiting. Yes.
Fernando.
Mà mình nướng lâu thì nó sẽ không bể đâu, càng lâu nó càng không bể đâu.
Fernando.
I can share my screen.
Fernando. Fernando.
Nando.
Nhiều hơn như này.
Nando.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Làm á, nhiều ít
Hello,
nhân
can you guys hear me?
dày quá.
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Dày quá.
You hear me, Fernando?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Một nhiều xung quanh á.
This is what I have. Lives and bar thingy.
Phải làm
Okay, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let's continue with the scratch. So like I was saying, so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna start moving the platforms up. So let's get started with that. Yes?
Fernando.
What's your question?
Fernando.
Yes, what's your question?
Wasn't on my account. It wasn't on my account on like Scratch.
What happened to your Scratch account? Hello? What's going on? Were you cutting on and off? Hello? Okay. Well,
Fernando.
yes, what's your question?
Can I share my screen to see what I mean? You know how you have like collected, and then there's an orange boy thingy, and it says how much you have collected.
Uh-huh.
I don't have collected. For me, I have lives.
Like I said, all you have to do is just change the variable. So here where it says collected, right click and then rename variable. And you can change it to collected.
So go to control. Go to variables. I didn't make this yet.
We did this last week. I think you were here last week. Min,
I
was
don't
it
get
Min?
what you mean.
What was that?
I don't remember being. I don't remember making this.
Fernando.
I wasn't here last.
Okay. I'm sorry?
I wasn't here last week.
Okay, so we'll remake it then. Just give me a moment. Who else is asking me a question? Someone keeps saying my name. Who's saying my name? Hey. Okay, Min, let's get started with this project. So,
Wait,
for this project,
I wasn't here last week. I didn't.
I know. That's what I'm saying, Min. What you need to do right now is draw a character, something like this. So we drew. You're
Wait,
seeing my screen, right?
can I remix yours?
Sure. There. You can remix it. Did you get it?
I'm there.
Did you make it? Did you remix it?
No.
Okay, can we move on, or are you still copying?
I'm already. Wait, do you change anything?
Was that?
Already remixed.
Did you remix it? Can we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you say something. I was waiting. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna make the character move. This time we're gonna make it on the x-axis. X-axis. Then we're gonna move it on the y. It's gonna be basically just scrolling through a big map. But first, let's start making more platforms on top of the player. So if you press play right now, it's currently just going to give you this platform, which is only onto the left and right. So let's move these spawns higher. So let's click on platform, and we're going to edit some code here.
So what you adding?
So make sure you clicked on platform. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is after we create 5 of them, when we're creating 5 of them, we're actually going to create one more level on top. So we're going to do this. We're going to say, we're going to grab another repeat block. So let's grab a repeat. Okay. And what we're going to repeat is we're going to, after we choose a random block, after 5 times, we're gonna move up on the y-axis for another amount. So we're gonna put this repeat block inside this this create clone of myself. Sorry, repeat block. So this repeat block has to be inside another repeat block. Okay, so we're gonna put it on this. Okay, and we're gonna change the amount. Instead of 10, I'm just gonna put 2 for now. Okay, just so we can see what's going on. Hey, make sure you guys have the repeat block.
So you put the repeat block that you just got on top of the other
It's the other repeat block. Yeah. So this was alone like this, and I just have to insert it here. So now it's repeat 2 and then repeat 5.
Okay.
Okay. So once you have these 2 repeat blocks, the next thing we need to do is we need to keep track of our y position. So right now, y position is based on this number. So it's a random number from -50 to 150. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to move up, and we're going to create a variable. So let's go to variables, make a variable, and the new variable's name is going to be new, let's call it new y. Okay, so let's call it new y, and just press just press OK when you're ready. Okay. Once you have that that variable, the next thing we need to do is we need to set.
Wait, Fernando.
Yeah.
I was lagging so hard that I didn't see what the variable was called.
The variable is called new y.
I still don't get it.
What don't you get?
Right up there, right?
What was that?
I still don't get it. UI is right next to under collected. What is that?
Well, new y is going to be our new y is going to be an offset. So after we create the 5 blocks on the bottom, then we're going to go up we're going to go up by this amount, and then we're going to spawn more based on that new y.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now here we're going to grab a set here, set collected. So we're going to change this from collected to new y, and we're going to set this to 0. So make sure you set new y to 0.
Wait, no. So what to UI? Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Once you have this set y to 0, the next thing we need to do is we need to change this y. We're going to change this y every time it loops. So down here, after repeat 5, we're going to change. So we're going to put this here right in between these 2 loops. We're going to change new y by 50. So make sure we're putting this one. Change new y by, and then you put 50.
I don't see that. That's a new Y minus 100 for me.
What was that? Sorry.
That's a new change. That's why I put change new Y by 50. Oh.
Yeah, by 50.
I see what happened.
Okay. So once you have this, the next thing we're going to do is, let's see, we have change y, and then here we're going to put, instead of -50, we're now going to add a number to this. So here we're going to add an operator. I'm going to add plus. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab the variable new y. We're going to put it here. And let's duplicate this because we need 2 of them. The first one is going to be negative 50. All we're doing is just copying what we see here. So negative 50, and this one's negative 180. Okay. So negative 50 and then 180. And when you have this ready, all you're going to do is just insert it here. So we have our new values. Okay. Okay, so once we have that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change our X, because if we press the flag button right now, it's going to be exactly what we did, except you're going to see a bunch of them to the right. So we need to change our X back to the original position. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a set X to, and then we're going to put it right after the repeat. Okay. Oh, sorry, actually, no. Actually, it's going to go down here. Right after change new y by 50. Change this, set x to, and then we're going to set it to negative 210. So we change this number to negative 210. Again, all we're doing is just copying this number from up here. So that's the original number we had. Okay. And now when you press play, we now have a second set of blocks in our game. Okay. All right, everyone good?
There's one problem.
What's the problem?
I can kill my
What?
screen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show my screen.
Okay. Are you sharing your screen? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay, let me see.
So and then the bus. Yeah, it's like everywhere. And this is how it works.
Yeah, press play. I want to see what's going on.
Holding stuck on the top.
Okay.
Am I stuck on the top?
Can you zoom into your code? Let's see. I can't really see. It's very tiny. Can you? Yeah, can you move a little bit to the right? Yeah, is that a negative 180? It's -50 and -280. So it has to have the minus sign.
Are they both?
Yeah, both of them. So -50 and -180. Okay.
It's everywhere.
I know. Don't worry. I can't see your code. Can you move your code a little bit? Can you move your code a little bit? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so there's another problem. You have your, let's see, change. You forgot to do a change X by 100. So grab a change by, go to the blue blocks.
Box.
Yeah, and can you grab a change X by?
Huh? Change.
Yeah, and then put it right before a set Y and then pick random. So after the repeat 5.
Like right here.
No, after repeat 5. The block that says
How do I get?
touch the second block. Then grab that and put it right after the repeat 5 block. Where it says repeat 5. The word repeat 5.
Where do I put it? Repeat 5.
After repeat 5.
Can't find it.
It's right there. Your mouse is like almost next to it. It says repeat 5. Right there. You passed it. You passed it. There. It says repeat 5. Repeat 5. That says repeat 2. Repeat 5, like right next to it. The next one.
Teacher. Teacher.
Repeat 5. Before set Y2. After.
Here.
The next one, that's before.
Here.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I change it to 100. Instead of 10, change it to 100. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay. 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 So it looks like you have everything we have, but yours is not repeating with the one.
Repeating.
No, it is. It is. Okay. So it looks like everyone's. Is everyone else's working? Is everyone looks like ours, where we have this block going up and down. Hello.
Huh?
Does everyone look like this? They have 2 layers or 2 rows of block. The first one, which is the bottom one, that's the first one we created, and then the second one should be right on top of it. Does everyone have that?
Mm-hmm. Stack on top of each other. Wait, it's scattered everywhere. What do I do?
Who's asking?
What do we do?
Oh no, I'm asking if these 2 look the same. Does your game look like my game, where we have 1 block on top and we have other blocks on the bottom? So we have 2, kind of like 2 levels of blocks. Do you guys see that?
How did you do that?
I went over this. I did the loop. Did you do the loop?
Where?
Here on the platform.
Hmm.
You didn't do it?
Some of the stuff I did. What did you do? What did you do with the comfortable?
With the bowl?
With Sprite 1? Did you do anything?
No, I didn't do anything. I just the platform. All we did is the platform.
We made it a platform.
No, I didn't. I just did the platform and just made a second. I just made a loop and that's it.
What do you mean? You see the code on Sprite 1?
This is the code. Are you not seeing my screen? Am I not sharing? I think I am sharing, no?
Hold on.
I'm still showing. I'm still showing.
Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the code that we have so far.
Okay.
Do you have the same?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's move forward. The next thing we're going to do is we're gonna make another variable called tries. And basically what it is if you fall down 3 times, it's gonna say you failed. Game over. What?
These 5 times.
Okay, change it to 5 times. That's fine. Whatever amount of times you want, that's fine. It's up to you. I'm
And it
gonna
doesn't say you failed.
hold on, hold on. I'm gonna mute someone. Someone's echo is like really bad. Hold on.
Okay.
Someone's like echoing really bad. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, we're gonna do however many times you fall. So when you fall, if you want 3 times, 5 times, it's up to you. You're gonna do it up to 10. You're going to decide. Okay. So to do this, we're gonna go to the player. So click on player, and we're gonna click on a variable here where it says variables, and we're gonna make a variable. Okay. This variable name is going to be called tries. Okay. And then press OK. Okay, once we have tries, the next thing we need to do is every time you fall, the tries are going to get lower and lower. So we're going to first start off with a high amount of tries. Let's just say 5 tries. And then every time we lose, it's going to subtract 1. Okay, so to do this, we're going to grab a set. Okay, and we're going to put it right on this block here after the flag. So set tries to, and I'm going to put 5. So 5 tries. Okay. And now every time we fall down, so luckily our if statement here that says if touching edge and and y position is less than a negative 170, that means we just fell down. So here we're going to do a set block, sorry, not set, change, and we're going to change our y position, our tries by -1. So we subtract 1 by how many times we lost. So now when we press play, when we press flag, we fall down, our tries goes down. See, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finally 0. Okay. When it reaches 0, I want something to happen. I want it to do. I want to broadcast a game over screen. So we're gonna design a game over screen. Actually, you will design a game over screen. I'll give you guys 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe to design a game over screen, and you're going to create a sprite. So click on this, choose a sprite, click a paint, okay, and then here draw a you lose screen, or you can just say you lose, whatever you want. So you have 2-3 minutes, okay.
Nando. But the thing is, I can't see how many lives I have. I do know I have 5 lives, but I can't see it going down. That's all.
Wait, can you go back to the code on Sprite 1? I need to.
Sprite 1. There's nothing on Sprite 1. There's only these 2 things, but we're not working with that.
Or whatever you changed. Like,
No, this is what we just changed. Player.
Oh, it's in player.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
All right. You guys have 3 minutes.
wait, I need to get the stuff that you got put into player. I haven't put it in yet.
What haven't you put?
The thing with the tries, like removing the tries removing retries when you fall down. I haven't added that code yet.
Okay, so the code is on the screen right now.
Fernando. 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 No. Let's think.
Okay, so is everyone finished?
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone create their end screen?
Yes.
Okay. Now, here's a question for you guys. How would I activate this or how do I show a game over screen?
Can I show you?
What was that?
Coded?
Can I show
Well,
you?
yeah, of course you coded, but I'm asking how would you show this? Like, let's just say when my tries go are zero, how would I show that?
Can I show you?
Okay.
Show my screen. Okay, showed it. Showed it.
Okay, let me see.
You saw it? Do you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it. Okay, is it showing a? I don't see a you lose screen.
5 tries.
Oh, okay, good. So can you explain to everyone how did you do that?
So I did it actually in last class. So after you link your screen, you go into code, make a one click, set live to 5. You can change it if you want. Then hide, get a forever block, and get a if block, put it inside the forever block, go to operators and get a block that's like one of those green blocks. You know how there's like one of those green blocks, like
Yeah.
these. Then go to variables, get live, and put it there. And then on the other side, change it to 1. Then put show, and then stop all. And you do it.
Okay, so hopefully everyone saw that. You guys saw how Theo managed to put. He made a variable that sets lives, and then it's going to by default it's going to hide only when that number is less than zero, or sorry, equal to zero, less than or equal to zero. Then it's going to show. So that's where he has the if block, where it's asking if lives is less than 1. That means now it's 0. It's going to now hide. Okay, and it's going to stop all. Basically, it's going to stop all the program. Okay, so let's do that on our side. So here we're going to just continue here where we left off, here with tries. And what we're going to do instead is here we're going to say tries is subtract by 1. And then here we're going to ask, we're going to grab an if block saying if, I will put this here, if, and we use an operator, less than, and here we're looking for tries. So here we're going to ask if tries is less than 1. 1. Okay. If tries is less than 1, that means it's now 0. You have tries. We're going to this guy. It's going to show, and and then we're going to stop all. Okay. So here for this one, we're just going to say stop all. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing on sprite number 2. Okay. So I'm going to move on to sprite number 2. Okay. And then here, we're going to grab a flag. So when the flag is clicked, I want to, by default, I want to hide, okay? Because I don't want to show the you lose screen first. So it's always going to hide. And then we check if, so forever if, the same thing, if it's less than, and we grab our variable. So if tries is less than 1, then we stop all. We show and then stop all. So we go to looks, show, and then stop all. Okay. And there we go. So now let's let me press flag, and then let me lose on purpose. So 3, 2, 1, and then black, and then I lose, and then everything stops. Okay. But right now I don't have anything on my sprite. So let me draw something quickly on my sprite. Let me make a you lose screen. Okay, so there we go. And now this should pop up. I made a mistake on one of the programs. It's actually here, not stop all. Actually, we're just going to erase this try is equals less than 1. That belongs in the player. We only need it here because then it's not going to show up when we actually lose. So right now, it says you lose. I'm going to censor this. I'm going to make this one 0, 0. Okay, so let me press flag again. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then finally, whoop, and then you lose. Okay? And that's exactly what we need. Okay, so we have a you lose, and it's going to appear only when we have less than 1. Okay. So does everyone have that? Still working on it.
I have.
Okay. Are we still working on this? Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make this platform a little bit tricky. You see how the platforms are all still? That's great for like an easy level, but for our level, we're going to make it a little bit harder. And what we're going to do is we're going to make these platforms move up and down. Okay. So let's go to the platform. Okay. And we're going to start new code here. Okay. And then on this one, what we're going to do is we're going to create, we're going to go to events, and we are going to actually control, and we're going to grab a when I start as a clone. And what we want to do is we want to move up and down slowly. So what we're going to do is we're just going to grab a glide.
Where do you get the glide?
It's one of the blue commands, glide, and it's going to give you a number, -10 to 76. So we're going to grab 2 of those. Make sure you grab 2 of those at the same number.
I don't see what a glide, where the glide is. Is it like a glide 1 steps to random position, or a glide 1 steps to X, 41, Y, 5?
Yeah, it's number 1.
Glide 1 sets to random position.
No, it's not random position.
Glide 1 sets to X to X.
Yeah, the X and the Y one.
-45. Do you change the number?
Yeah, we're not gonna put a number right now. Just leave whatever number it has.
Stop putting. Why is it like that? Yeah, forever block too.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is what it's gonna be. Glide for 1 second from X position, and then Y position +10, and then the other one is Y position -10. I mean, we can make this bigger. We can make this maybe like 100, and this is 100.
Can I see a little bit more close up?
What was that?
Can you see a little bit more closer to the blue, please? Fernando.
Yeah. Yes.
I see your program go a little bit more closer. Oh,
This is the programming code.
can you go closer?
Hello. Someone said
It's
my
not like
name.
your screen is not, it's not full or something. Let me see, it's not one screen. Or
Yeah.
you have to pin it.
Can you
Like
go
a
a little bit more? Not see that well.
Okay. So does everyone have this?
No,
Okay.
a bit more closer.
Yeah. So
No,
when
it's
you guys
just I
finish this,
really can't see what you are using because it's really blurry and it's like so small. For some
Yeah.
reason, the screen is showing tile. It doesn't show like your screen like as a main screen. It shows like it's like on a tile.
oh, okay. Let me.
Yeah.
Does this help?
Oh yeah. Much better.
Okay.
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
One problem. Wait, I still don't get something. I don't even have. I don't.
Yeah.
Mine,
So. Mhm.
mine's not working. Something's wrong.
Okay.
Press the
Did you
flag.
add?
No,
Did you
wait,
add?
I did.
Better?
No, no, like every time I click the flag, the game over screen just pops up and it stops all.
Okay. So for the game over, make sure you have the game over. This is the code for the game over. Do you have this in the sprite?
No, wait, on my screen.
Okay.
Oh, wait, can you go back to? Where's the exposition block?
The exposition, it's on the blue block. It's one of the last blocks.
If I click flag, then the game over screen pops up immediately.
Okay, can you share your screen, Min?
Okay. So if I click the flag, then then the game over screen pops up immediately.
Can you click on your game over sprite?
Okay.
Okay, you don't have the code for the game over.
I do have code. I do have the code.
No, it doesn't.
It does
Where's
have
the forever block and checking for if tries is less than 1?
no, like I coded mine different. I did a broadcast.
A broadcast? Okay. Oh, you're switching backdrops. Okay. Did you switch backdrop to normal backdrop? Okay, you
I
have the
switched
backdrop
to the
too.
normal backdrop when it starts, but it still goes to the ending screen.
Oh. And can you click on your variables? I want to see your tries variable.
There's a hide variables and show.
No, show it. Show it. I want to see the variable. Okay. So it says 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, press the flag button.
It says set retries to 10, but it keeps setting it to 0.
Okay. The next thing is move your character, or where's your character's position? Where is his position? Oh,
Right here.
right there. Can you move him a little bit to the right? Yeah. Press the flag.
Now he's
And where's your platforms?
I don't know. Now there's no platforms. There's no platforms now.
Oh, you never showed them because game over happened and then they never show again. So click on show. Yeah, grab a show block, and then put them when I start as a clone show. No, not there, not there, not there. I have to go when I start as a clone. Yeah, right there. There you go.
No.
Hey, does it work better now?
No. Do you think the collectibles should move with the platforms too?
Yeah. So that's what you guys are going to do. So here, for everyone else, we are able to move the platform. Okay, so this is the code to move the platform. How do we move the sprite one, the collectible stuff? So I'll give you guys 3 minutes to try to figure it out. How do we? So here's the code to move the platform. So what now you guys need to do is move the collectibles. Okay, I'll give you guys 3 minutes to figure it out.
Already got my collectibles to move.
Okay, but I want everyone else to work on it too. I know you know, Min. Okay, 3 minutes, everyone.
My player.
Doodle,
Show.
Nando, Nando,
Mm.
Nando,
Mm.
Nando, Nando. Nando, Nando, Nando.
Where?
Fernando, Fernando, Fernando.
Where?
It literally said game over, but I don't move. But never mind, he keeps on switching. Fernando, Fernando,
Where?
Fernando, Fernando. Fernando.
Okay, so did anyone figure it out?
No.
No?
Just tell me.
Fernando.
Yes.
What's your question?
No.
Hello? Yeah?
I can't see your screen that good. Can you chill?
So you can't see my screen?
No, I can't see your screen that good.
Does that help?
No, I see. Yeah, I can see.
No,
Can you
it went back to
go
the tile.
Can you go
What was
to
that?
your?
It went back to that to the tiles.
Okay, can you see it now?
It's like you're not presenting.
Nando,
Okay.
can you go back to scratch?
Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. So if you guys cannot see my screen, let's just say someone else is presenting, and then you want to see my screen. What you can do is in the tiled ones, you can hover your mouse over it, and there's going to be a pin. It says pin to screen, so you can click on that button, and it's going to pin that screen to your screen. So it's going to move yourself from that tiled, okay?
Okay.
So if that happens, you can just click on you can just look for my screen. I'm always presenting, and just click the little pin, and that pin means it's going to be focused only on my presentation, and it's not going to turn back to the tiles.
Nando, can you go a little bit more in?
More in where?
More, can you go to platform?
This is platform.
I see it at point 1. It's not point.
Yeah, you do glide 1.
Fernando,
Yes?
I'm lost because I really couldn't see what you were doing. So can you tell me what you did from where you started
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this is what I did. So all I did is clicked on platform. So make sure you click on platform. And then in platform, we have I made this code when I start as a clone forever, and then we grab the glide from the motion blocks, and then we grab X position and then Y position. Our Y position is going to be different. It's going to add 100 and subtract 100. So it's going to go up and down depending on where it currently is. So the X and Y positions can be found under motion. It's going to be one of the last blocks. It says X position and then Y position. Okay, and then make sure you have this on platform. When you press play, when you press the flag, it's going to go. It's going to move the platforms. Yes.
Nando,
Yes.
you know that thing code that we just made? Can I see it again? A little bit more closer.
What do you mean with the code we just made? It's right here. I'm showing it.
Okay, I can't see. It's a little bit blurry. Can you get a little bit more closer?
If it's blurry on your side, I can't really help you. That's more on your
Can you get a
computer.
little bit more closer?
My code is supremely zoomed in. I think you might be watching someone else's code.
Are you playing right now?
Yeah, I'm presenting. Yeah, I am presenting.
But Fernando, can you just tell me how you made the collected items and the tiles move up and down? Because
Yeah, it's right here on the code. You guys cannot see my code?
I can, but I did that and it's not moving.
I have a problem.
Okay, here, let's do this one by one. Adam, can you share your screen so I can see what you're doing?
When I first start, and then it just stopped moving. So, the tiles only move for 3 seconds, and then it just stops moving.
You sure you have a forever block? Remember, you have to have a forever block. Can you share your screen, Adam?
Okay. Oh, it's just I didn't. Yeah, but now the things that you collect aren't moving with it.
Yeah, so that was your assignment. Your assignment was to figure out how to we make the platforms move, so how we're going to make the diamonds move. So the answer is copy exactly what you did here into the sprite, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to move with the platforms.
I have a problem.
Yeah, what's your question?
So when I made it, after I made it, I did it. The platforms I'm moving, but the gold bar, the sprite shoe is all of them are moving to the top.
Do you want to share your screen so you can so I can see what's going on? I can't really understand what you're saying.
I'm presenting.
Yeah.
So look, yes, and then all those are floating in the top. And they're not coming back down.
Okay, can you click on sprite 1? Okay, so here's your problem. You have glide position plus 100 and then minus 100. What are you doing?
I see.
Yeah, so here you see how you have plus and plus. The second one should be minus 100. So you grabbed the wrong one. Minus 100. Uh-huh. And that should work. No, that is 100. The other one is minus 100. Yeah. Press the flag.
Wait. No, the platforms are moving. Only the Sprite 2 ones are moving.
Okay, can you click on your platform?
Wait, okay. So it's actually kind of fun to watch.
Can you click on your platform? Okay. Where's the code that makes them move?
I only have one code.
Yeah, so that means you didn't make the code. So make the code.
What do you mean make a code?
So the code that I have, let me share my screen again.
Oh, you make the same code that we used from Sprite 1?
Yeah. Okay, everyone else? Does it work for everyone else?
I still don't see it.
Don't see what?
Platform.
Yeah, you click on platform and then grab a when I start as a clone, and then grab a forever block, and then grab the 2 glide blocks.
So that's
exactly what you did to sprite 1.
And I get a forever block.
Yeah. Okay, so once we have this, the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to turn off the original diamond and platform. Because if you see it, like for example, on my screen, where we have the diamond just standing there, we are going to disable them. We're just going to hide them. Yeah. So the way to hide them is we're going to go to platform, and we're going to grab a hide block from looks. So we're going to go to hide, and we're going to put it on when the flag is clicked. So right after when the flag is clicked, we're going to put that hide, and then we're going to grab a show block, and we're going to put it right after when I start as a clone. Okay, this is important. Hide has to be when the flag is clicked. Show is going to be only when I start as a clone. So when you press play, now that platform is no longer there. Okay, so it doesn't confuse you. Yeah, it doesn't confuse you with if it's a real one or not. Same thing with sprite 1. With sprite 1, all we're going to do is we're going to grab a show, and we're going to put it when I start as a clone, and then hide when the flag is clicked. Okay, when you do that, only the correct ones show up. Okay.
Wait, what? How
Yeah.
did you just combine all of those blocks?
Which block?
Like,
For platform?
wait, can I see on yes, on platform.
Yeah, I'm on platform right now.
Oh, wait, can you go on Sprite? I mean, Sprite 1?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, perfect. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna change this. You see how the platforms are moving up and down in a weird kind of symmetrical way. That they're all moving up, they're all moving down. We want it to be a little more chaotic, a little more random. So to change this behavior, to change the way they're acting, is we're gonna add a random component to this. So let's go to the platform first, and we're gonna grab a glide. So where it says glide for 1 second, instead of gliding for 1 second, we are going to grab a random block, and we're gonna pick a random block between 1 and 10, and we're gonna do the same thing with the bottom one. Okay, this random number, instead of 1, we're gonna do 0.1, so 0.1. Okay, 2, 1, and we're going to change this 0.1 to 1. Okay, so now we're going to get this effect where the blocks are going to now be moving at a random pace. Okay, does everyone have this? Okay, so does everyone have this so we can move on, or are you still working on this?
I have it.
You have it? Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, so let's see, we have 4, 3, 2, 1, and finally we lose, and it stops. Okay. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a power up. So that means it's going to give us an extra boost. And the boost that we want is we want high jump. So when we receive it, we can only use it once until we grab another one. And we have to press a special key. So let's just say we're going to press spacebar. And when we press spacebar, it's going to do a very high jump, a very big jump, long, tall jump, or whatever it's called. Okay, to do this, first we're going to make the power up. So let's make a sprite. So choose a sprite, paint a sprite. Okay. And here I'm going to draw a very simple sprite. Let's see. I'm just going to draw a square. And I'm going to draw an arrow. Something like this. Okay. And the B. Okay, then there's my arrow. I'm gonna paint this green. Okay. And let me move this center. It's a little bit smaller. Something like this is fine. Actually, yeah, green is fine, I guess. I don't like this green though. I don't like the green. Let me change it to a different color. So something like this. Let's see now, actually. Yeah, something like this. And what this is going to do, like I said, this is going to be floating around. Well, it's going to float randomly, and if you catch that, you'll be able to use this power up. Okay. Okay, so let me know when you guys are ready to move on.
Do you make it a smaller size now?
Can you get smaller what? Sorry. Okay, so does everyone have this whatever icon you guys chose?
I made
Doesn't
it.
have to be. I'm sorry?
Okay, so you make it smaller, right?
Yeah, just make it smaller. Change the size here to like 30. I changed it to 30 and it looks fine. Okay, and then the next part, what we're going to do is we're going to spawn this guy in a random location. So let's grab a control block, sorry, a event block. When the flag is clicked, you guys are seeing my screen, right? Yeah, okay. When the flag is clicked, we're going to hide first. Or actually, you know what? We're not going to hide first. We're going to do this forever. We're going to hide first. I mean, second. So forever, hide. And then we're going to wait for a random amount of time. We're going to wait. And we're going to wait for, let's just say 8 to 10 seconds, okay? So we're going to wait 8 to 10 seconds. After that, we're going to show again, okay? And we're going to wait another random second, and then we're going to hide again, okay? So this is how the code is going to look like. So once you pick a random amount of seconds, you need to go to that random position. So here we're going to grab a go to random position after we wait that many seconds, okay? So it's going to look something like this. It's going to pop up randomly. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. That should appear anywhere. So now the thing is down here, and it's going to disappear in the next 8 to 10 seconds. So we have 5, 6. Okay.
I don't see it anywhere.
See what?
The power up.
Make sure you have the code that I have.
No, I can't get it. Thanks. Oh, now it disappeared. No. I'm gonna. Okay, what is? I caught it. When I caught it, but nothing happened.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
My screen was still showing. I'm looking for it. It took a while to get it back. Got it. Nothing happens. Like, got it. Still no high jumps. There it is. Caught it. Got it. See? So it doesn't work. Why is that? Oops. Accidentally pressed something.
You press something?
Look at my screen now.
Are you sharing your screen? I don't see your screen.
Look. It's showing my screen.
How are you? Oh yeah, okay. All right, what's wrong again? Sorry.
Okay. The problem is when I get that white tree thingy. So when I get it, I go right through it. I don't get this high jump.
Oh yeah, we haven't programmed that part yet. All we have is we only did the thing to appear randomly. It doesn't give us the jump yet.
I found it.
So we're gonna do that next. Hold on. I'm just waiting for everyone to finish this random spawning. Okay. So now that we have this, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do another script, and we're going to do something similar, except we're going to be checking if we touch the player, okay, or if the player touches us, I guess. So let's go to the player. Okay. Okay, and on the player, we're going to grab a flag, and we're going to say, forever, are we touching the sprite 3? So we're going to say if, and then touching sprite 3. So touching sprite 3. Okay. So if we're touching sprite 3, what are we going to do? So this is going to give us a boost, a jump boost. So we're going to make a variable, and we're going to call it high jump. Okay, and we're going to press OK. And we're going to set high jump to 1. Okay, and we're going to set high jump
What's the name of the new variable?
to 0. The new variable is called high jump.
Okay. High jump?
Yeah.
Now where do you get a set?
What was that? Sorry.
Nothing.
Okay. So once you have high jump, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to we're going to scroll a little bit to the left to the original code that we had, and we're going to go here where we have, let's see, where do we have it? Here where we have the first one, the moving Y. So what we're going to do here is we can only do this when we're on the platform. So when we're touching the platform and we press the button, then we activate high jump. Okay. So here we're going to grab an if block. Okay, and then inside this if block, what we're going to do is we're going to grab an operator. We're going to say and we're going to check if this is equal to that. Okay. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to say if the first thing is if this variable called high jump is equal to 1, and we press the jump key, so which is spacebar. So we're going to grab a key and say key space pressed. Sorry. Okay. So if key space pressed and the jump is 1, that means we're going to now apply a bigger jump. Okay. So here we're just going to grab a change y by. Let's see, change y by, and instead of 10, we're going to do 30. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to insert this. Oh, actually, hold on. I made a mistake. Guys, I made a mistake. I used the wrong block. It's not if, it's an if else. So you have to grab an if else. It's this one. Okay. And all you're going to do is just transfer what you did on the if. Just transfer it here to the if else. Same thing with this one right here. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Then all we're going to do is grab that change y by 10 inside the repeat 15 block. Oops. And we're going to grab this and we're going to put it on the else. Okay. Once you have this, this is how your if statement should look like. Just click and drag it into your y block, repeat 15, and this should now give you a power up. So now when you touch that block, that's going to give you a power up. So let me see if I can catch one. I caught one, I guess. Yeah, high jump is now set to 1. Now when I press spacebar, now you see how my high jump works. My high jump, I jump very, very high.
Wait, Fernando.
Yes.
Where did you put the if he press space and like the if else app? Like
The if else has to be inside the repeat block. You see where this says repeat 15? That's where I'm putting my if else.
okay.
Okay. And the last thing we need to do is we're going to go to the variables and we're going to set. So right after change y by 30, we're going to set a high jump back to 0 because we don't want to jump anymore. You only get one high jump, and then after that high jump, you need to you need to collect another one. So let's oh, actually, yeah, one last thing. Sorry, I forgot this. Is on sprites, we need to hide the sprite once we touch it. So let's click on this sprite 3, the power up, and we're gonna do the same thing here. Just when the flag is clicked, and then forever check if we are touching, we're touching the player. If we are touching the player, all we're gonna do is just hide. Okay. So make sure you add this part to your sprite 3. Okay. Let me know when this is ready. Okay. When you're ready.
Um, I know there's a problem.
Okay. Everyone else is finished.
There's a problem.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said you're done with it. What's your problem?
So, I collected. It's supposed to be like 627, but I only have collected one now. And when I collect another one, it doesn't work. And when I collect the high jump, it doesn't do anything. It just disappears.
You have to press the space bar when you're touching the brick. When you're touching the platform, you can press space bar, and it's gonna do a high jump.
Oh. How about the collected problem?
Okay. What's the other problem?
Collected problem. And when I
Okay.
get the high jump, it says high jump 0.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
See, collected only 3 now, and I started at 627. I'll wait here to see where it comes.
Okay.
It says high jump 0. See?
Okay. Let's click on your high jump again. I
The
mean, in your
collected
sprite
problem,
3.
also I do not like the collected problem.
Okay. Click on your sprite 3.
1 tree.
Okay. So here, you see, it says if touching player, just hide. You also need to change change your high jump to 1. But do we not have that?
What do you mean high jump?
Yeah, high. Oh, never mind. Let's go to player. Go to player.
Huh?
And go to the player. Okay. And now let's look for the part where it says touching sprite 3. Where does the code say touching sprite 3?
What do you mean?
Can you move around? Can I see the rest of the code? Can you go up? Can you keep going up? Okay. There. So here we have if touching sprite 3. There's your wrong code. You have to set high jump to 1. Not collected. You have the wrong variable. Yeah, change that to high jump. Yeah, now that should work. Press the flag and see if it works.
Like this?
Yeah.
Like that? One?
Yeah, press the flag. Okay, now wait for the power up.
I wait here. That super jump works.
Yeah, it works, right?
I still have to restart with my collected, and I already got 670 something.
Yeah, just make sure you reset it every time. So when the flag is clicked, set collected to 0. Okay, does everyone else? Does this work for everyone else?
I'm gonna see about my high jumps.
Min, does this work for you? And Adam, does this work for you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is we almost no, we still have like 10 minutes. Okay. So we can use high jump to jump. Now we're going to change. We're going to make our new scenes for every time we start climbing up. We are going to slowly start moving up.
I have another problem. When I press the spacebar, it doesn't go all the way up. It doesn't do actually it doesn't do a high jump and press the spacebar.
It's the high jump should work. It works on my side. So if your code's the same, it should be exactly the same. Are you sure you're holding spacebar?
I hold it?
Yeah, or press it when you're touching
It wasn't going super high. It wasn't going super high.
Okay, are you sharing your screen still? Yeah, let me see. Press the flag button.
I have one high jump. Plus, oh, still the same. The quick one. Nope, still the same. Oh.
Are you pressing spacebar?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're not using it. It says high jump still 1.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, can you hold spacebar instead?
Huh?
Hold spacebar instead.
Wait, what did you just say?
Hold spacebar instead.
Okay. Sorry, one. No, still doesn't work.
Okay. So hold on. Let me assign everything and something for everyone to do, and then we'll come back to yours. Okay. Okay. So for everyone else, what we're gonna do is we're going to make another sprite because we're gonna keep moving up. So actually, we're going to get rid of our. Well, actually, no, we're not gonna get rid of backdrop. Scratch that. Never mind what I just said. Okay, go to your backdrops. Let's go to backdrops. Okay, in your stage, so this is your first backdrop. What you're gonna do is you're gonna make second part, third part, fourth part, fifth part. Basically, this is gonna be when it's climbing up. So what you can do is you guys are seeing my screen, right? Or should I move back? I think you're presenting too.
I'll stop presenting.
Okay, so I'm presenting now again. So everyone should be able to see my screen. So what I mean is you click on the stage and it's click on backdrops. Okay, and this is your first backdrop. So here what we can do is it can just duplicate to the second one. And then imagine this moved up just a bit. So the camera was seeing this one, backdrop number one, then the backdrop started going up and up and up. And then what is it going to see up here? So the connection up here. So this is what it's going to be. This is what's going to show. So I'm going to erase this because you can no longer see the grass. I'm going to make this a little bit longer, which is this is the sky, and I'm going to move my clouds
So you delete
somewhere
the
around
glass?
here, and copy and paste. I'm going to make more clouds like this. Okay. So it doesn't have to be necessarily like this. You can make them at different different levels. So now every time you're climbing up, it's gonna move to the next part. Yeah. So here's that, and the same thing with this one. I'm gonna change to outline. Okay. So you guys start drawing. Start drawing your second part and your third part. Okay. It should be fairly simple. All you have to do is just draw a blue sky. If you don't have to just draw clouds. If you want to draw a small airplane, you can do something like a kind of a gray color. Let's see, something like this. You can just draw like a little airplane here, like that. You know, a bird that's flapping its wings or something like that, to make it a little more dynamic. Okay, you don't have to just stay stuck with the clouds. Okay. So you guys work on that, and now I'm gonna go back to Theo. Theo, can I see what you were doing again?
Okay. House saying, okay. So how do you get
What was that?
How do you get rid of this?
You just press there's the recycling bin on the top right of the corner of the picture.
I still see it.
Huh?
So you want to get rid of the backdrop?
I don't want to get rid of the background.
Oh, okay. How do you go back to your code? Is that what you're asking?
How do you make this like echo? How do you turn this echo off? Stop
What
this
echo? What echo?
I can hear an echo myself.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Okay.
What? It is echoing.
So why do you want to take away the glass?
I took away the grass for the second one because the second one is going to be right on top of the first one. So it doesn't make sense for the grass to be also in the sky. I mean, I don't see any grass in the sky.
I don't get what you mean. We're in the sky right now. So we're jumping in the sky. You know what?
Yeah, you're jumping in the sky, so it doesn't make sense to have grass on the bottom.
Then you get deleted just because of that.
Yeah.
No, that's not my name. I wasn't trying to think it was your name. Hey, can I make it? No.
Yeah.
Mom.
Okay. So yeah, so just make sure you just draw that. And then do you have any more questions, Theo? Okay.
Beep, 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 beep. Ooh.
Okay, so you guys have to do 5 of these. And actually, I just noticed the time. It looks like we are running out of time. So we'll continue this next time. Do the last part for next class, which is moving up in the map. Okay, so for homework, I guess you guys can. Well, yeah, for homework, you guys have to finish these 5 levels. Again, use your imagination. If you guys just want to draw clouds, that's totally fine. If you want to include little things, you can. But yeah, that's going to be your homework. You have to do 5. What was that?
Theo.
Yeah, what was your question?
What was for homework again?
You have to draw 5 of these. So the backdrop, you see how I have 1 backdrop and second backdrop? You have to do a total of 5 backdrops.
Like, okay, so going into. So why do you need to do that?
Because it's going to be part for next class.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Does anyone have any questions before we disconnect? Okay, looks like everyone is quiet. All right, sounds good, everyone. Thank you. Take care, and I will see you guys next time.